Hey guys, Ramsey here. Welcome to another video. Today we have a triple unboxing. Now, to be fair, there's one of the three that I'm most excited about because I think this is a artisanal fragrance. This is either an Areej Le Dore or I think it's a Sherwood. Those are my guesses because it came from overseas. It came in a DHL packaging, which is usually how Russian Adam sends his fragrances. So I am going to see what's in here, and if it is what I think it is, I'm going to do a first impression. I think it might be. Really excited about this. Really excited. Yes, it is! Alright, I was really hoping that he would send me one of these, and wish granted, so thank you, Russian Adam. I am very grateful. This is Oud Taiwan, and I'm going to spray this right now, like as soon as I can. This is the 10 mil travel atomizer, which is actually perfect. As much as I'd love to have a bottle, this will suit me just fine. The bottles actually came with the actual oud, which I would have loved to smell the actual Taiwanese oud, but actually he sent me some. How about that? I almost threw it away. I was looking for it. Here it is. This is the actual Taiwanese oud that goes with it. So let's do both. Let's do the Taiwanese oud by itself, and then let's spray the perfume. I am very excited about that. Before we get started, the scent of the day for me was this little bad boy, Bois do Portugal. I've been on a Creed kick lately, and it's funny because I should be wearing these Creeds when I go into the office, and I'm doing a work from home week, and here I am wearing my Creeds. But it's cool because I can just lather them on while I'm at home. I decanted this into one of these bad boys, and I just spray away. Kind of a Bois de Portugal is maybe one of my favorite lavender fragrances of all time. I'm gonna put lavender in my next reference video that I do, and this and another lavender, which I won't disclose, but if you know my collection, you could probably guess what it is, will probably be in that reference lavender. But here, they gave it a little bit of a barbershop hint in the heart. So it's kind of like a barbershop fragrance mixed with lavender and vanilla and that beautiful smooth Creed sandalwood. And of course, there's a little bit of this maybe throwback to something like Patu Porom, you know, a little bit of spices here and there, a little bit of pimento, clove. But I'll tell you what, on my skin, it just works beautifully. And this is one of my newest batches of Creed. This is actually a 2018 batch, and what's funny is that the oils were actually, so the contract is given a lot of times to the oil company that the perfumer works for. So for a while there, Pierre Bourdon worked for, I believe it's called Takasago. Don't quote me exactly on the name, but it's the big Japanese oil company. I think it's Takasago. And Takasago, I think that the oils that are provided play a big part into how the fragrances smell, because maybe the Japanese didn't jump on the absolute greed, grab every penny that Western capitalists have and cheapen everything as much as they could. But for a more modern Creed from 2018, I know I bashed a little bit the 2017 batch of Himalaya that I tried or did a review on yesterday. But for a modern Creed, this is actually still good stuff. They've done a good job with Bois de Portugal's reformulation. Although I had like I want to say it was a 2012 or a 2013 bottle previously, and it was only the 75 mil. But I ran through the whole bottle, absolutely loved it, and I will tell you there are differences, but I think this is a damn good representation. I think it's a damn good representation. Okay, so let's start with the oud oil itself. Let's start with the oud oil itself. So if you are not familiar with this Oud Taiwan that Russian Adam did, basically it's his first kind of take on I guess you could call it like a leafy green type of oud, if you would. And so the idea, and the fragrance itself is supposed to be built around a 30% skeleton of this particular oud. But it's a very unique oud. First of all, I've never smelled a Taiwanese oud in my life, ever. Let me get like a toothpick real quick so I can dab this on. For those of you who have never seen actual oud oil applied, it's pretty simple. There's no crazy secret to it. Oh, wow. I really like that. There's almost like this, wow. There's almost like this, almost like this petrol gasoline vibe Let me put some on. Oh, wow. This is much thinner than some of the other oils he sent me. Very, very interesting. There is almost like this funky, fiery. It's like a, you know, it's like it's like a fiery greenness. It's a strange combination. But underneath you get that dirty, this one almost has a little bit of like a slightly mushroomy, earthy oud profile to it. But along with all of that, there's this leafy greenness. Spicy as well. Very, very spicy. Almost like Sichuan pepper spicy, you know, like that fiery pepper, which as an American, of course, I associate that with Asian foods, maybe incorrectly, but I do. So, wow, this is impressive stuff. Very, very bitter, as he says here. He says that it's a very bitter, green, leafy accord. It smells great on the toothpick, too, I won't lie. But on my skin, man, there's almost like this, you know how when you cook something really fiery in a wok, like if you get your face too close to it, you almost have this like guttural reaction to kind of pull away, you know, because the fire is kind of close, the flames are close to your face. Wow, this is impressive oud oil, and you guys know I have been on an oud kick lately. I have to spray this. I love the design. Tropical indolic touch. Tropical indolic. You know what's funny is Rich Mitch and I were going back and forth a little bit today. Not back and forth, but conversating on the app, on WhatsApp. And he was saying, you know, he doesn't know where he's going to go next as to what he's going to explore next. And it's funny because I said we have enough fragrances to last us the rest of our life. We don't have to explore everything. And yet I am continuously exploring things thanks to what is going on in the artisanal space. You know what I mean? Like, and that's where most of my interest lies lately. It's been a very interesting turn for me. Oh yeah, I could totally 110% I can smell the oud in this. The actual oud profile. Wow, that is like, I don't think I've ever smelled a fragrance that smells exactly like this, but I will show you one that came to mind, and very few people, except for maybe Ajay, are going to know where I'm going with this. But if you watched my video of January Scent Project's Chéngmén, which is interestingly also an Asian-inspired fragrance, but China specifically. This is Taiwan, although if you talk to a Chinese, they think of Taiwan as part of them. Wow, I was worried about this one because of this leafy green thing. I didn't like the way Ensar Oud did his leafy green fragrance in Maroki Maharaja, and I reviewed that on the channel. But this right here is called Chéngmén, and it's a January Scent Project. This has much more champaca and other things that make it a little bit more fiery red feeling, but this sort of condensed feel. I don't know. It's very interesting. Let's see what else is in here. So, vibrant, verdant, and slightly fresh nuances. Bitter green leaf accord through the air. A tropical indolic touch. That is strange. Tropical. You know, champaca, is it champaca that can give a tropical touch? Because maybe that's why I thought instantly of Chéngmén, because this has a huge champaca feel. Let's see. Indols. Rare, precious indols. And I did say there was something funky in there, but man, in its natural form, cleverly used in the formula, it brings meaty. Meaty is an interesting word because you could almost use the word like pepper jerky. You know what? That is a very good descriptor of the strangeness coming through in the actual fragrance. The oud itself, man, I'm not going to lie. I have become a hardcore oud head lately, and there's almost nothing like actually applying the real oud. The oud itself is so beautiful because you get more of these lacquered oudy notes, like the natural feeling of the oud comes through more. Whereas here, the fragrance is a little bit more like eating a piece of beef jerky while sitting on top of a jungle tree or something. But being able to reach down and, like, you know, pick up chunks of the earth and smell it. You know, the earthy, verdant green. They say extremely condensed, mature, and complex Taiwan oud radiates a bitter medicinal aura full of dark, resinous, hyper-refined green nuances. Floral. Now that I've smelled pepper jerky, I cannot get that out of my head. One of the most unusual materials, Boronia Absolute. I have no clue what Boronia Absolute is. Base notes of smoky and leathery fossil amber highlight the ancient feel of a night jungle seaweed. Interesting. Along with spices and sandalwood. Spices, definitely. Maybe the sandalwood will come through a little bit more later on. Creates the vision of a tropical mossy woods. Fuck, I can't get pepper jerky out of my head now. I really like this oud though. Way, way more than I thought I would. I thought I would be maybe a little bit lukewarm because of the green aspect to it. But I really, really like this oud. And let me show you the presentation again. I love what his artist did with the writing. That is beautiful. That is beautiful stuff. So I'm definitely wearing this as my scent of the day. Tomorrow. Wow. Thank you, Adam. That is awesome, man. I am very, very touched and grateful to get to know this bad boy. And I will be wearing this and loving this for a long time to come. So a beautiful gift. Thank you, my friend. The artisanal houses are really kind of where it's been for me lately. I'm not gonna lie. I am really digging what I'm smelling from them compared to the stuff I'm smelling from the quote-unquote niche realm, which wants to sell you $300 or $400 bottles in, you know, that are packaged in fancy bottles, but the juice smells like designer juice. I'm just not into that as much lately. I've been much more into stuff like this. This is very, very strange. There's almost like this. I am getting this weird floral touch, but it almost feels like a floral, like, you know, taped to a piece of suede or something. You know, there's this... Man, this is a complex one. This is a weird, complex one. Overgrown with, like, you know, these greenery notes coming through everywhere. Everything I'm saying is, like, buffered or bracketed by green notes. Extraordinary oud. Extraordinary. I really like the actual oud. I mean, the oud, I would just wear this, honestly. Can I get, like, I don't know, 3 grams of this, please? But yeah, this is very, very interesting. Very interesting. Man, what a great start to a video. Especially since I had no clue what that was. I was literally just guessing. So, thank you, Adam. Thank you, my friend. So, now we are going to go to, I believe this is from Andrea, if I'm not mistaken. She always writes Monsieur Ramsey on the package, and that's what she wrote, Monsieur Ramsey. But I think this came from eBay. I think she sent this to me directly from eBay, if I'm not mistaken. Well, there's a freebie in here that I definitely won't be using. It's a lip crayon from Carmindy & Co. So if anyone wants a lip crayon, actually I have someone who will put that to good use. And then the actual bottle, which is, oh, nice. That's awesome. She is way too kind, man. Way too kind. So this is I think this is discontinued now. I'm not 100% sure. But it's the original Eau de Parfum. Yes, the Eau de Parfum of the original Animale, which I really, really dug the Pure Parfum. Let me show you the Pure Parfum. So Animale, sorry, that's not correct. It's just called Animale from 1987. It is still available, but now it's being marketed by a group called Phallic Fashion Group, which is a hell of a name. This one is Animale, distributed by Animale Group. So I think this is an older bottle, if I had to guess, because it doesn't say Phallic Fashion Group on it anywhere. I'll tell you that. Phallic Fashion Group. Anyways, This is an amazing animalic chypre that is often overlooked from the 80s, and I was very, very impressed. For a hardcore floral, I love my florals to be dirty, and I like them to be very honeyed. And this has a lot of civet, a lot of castoreum, and lots of honey from what I could smell. Just blending with these powdery florals. Very animalic, but lovely woods. There's a beautiful rosewood note in the top of this. Just narcotic florals on top of florals on top of florals. And you would think I would hate that. But recently, she has gotten me to discover a couple fragrances targeted towards women that are hardcore florals that I love. And to be fair, this is a chypre. It's an animalic chypre, just with a very floral tint to it. Lots of rose, ylang, carnation, which is a very masculine note, but carnation, lily of the valley, jasmine, hyacinth, neroli. I mean, the floral notes go on and on and on. But it sits on a base of castoreums and vetiver and civet and oak moss and musk and patchouli. So even though it's very floral, I have no problem wearing it. If you're into those big, bold, brash, baroque chypres, as Roja says, check out Animale, the original. I don't know what the newest version by Phallic Fashion Group smells like, but I will tell you real quick. Sorry, I already changed to my nighttime pants, so I'm a little comfy today, but I'll tell you what, the Pure Parfum, which, look at the brilliance of this bottle. I mean, just so I can show off this bottle again. Just absolutely amazing. This is a 7 ml Pure Parfum that I am in love with this bottle, by the way. It's almost like it's two pieces, stuck together with the actual juice in there, like a special stone or something, but this stuff the Pure Parfum is absolutely to die for. And all I can smell is Oud Taiwan, smelling that. It's so, I'm telling you, it's like peppered jerky with that green verdant oud. It's so awesome. I'm really digging this. Really, really digging this. I gotta really wear it tomorrow and tell you my thoughts, but thank you, Andrea, for the Eau de Parfum version of Animale. That is awesome. And then, what a beautiful gift. And then we got one more. And this, I truly have no clue what it is. It's coming from New York, but I have no clue who sent this or what it is. It could just be some samples. It could be anything, actually. Sometimes people say they want to send me stuff, and I'm down to smell anything I've never smelled before. So, okay, we have a lot of packing peanuts, so let me get some of this out. Okay, let's see what's in here. Ah, interesting. This is called Real Oud by Feral, I assume. I'm not familiar with this brand. Let's look it up. Real Oud. Oh, I don't even think it's on there. Real Oud Feral. Feral Phoenicia. Ah, yes, that's right. I remember now. I remember. This is actually sent. The reason that it looked like it came from a company is because it did. It came from the company itself. Oh man, Real Oud Feral. It's a Phoenicia Perfumes, I believe. Let me go back to Parfumo. Phoenicia Perfumes. Phoenicia. There we go. So this one's called Real Oud. Here we go. Real Oud Feral. David Falsberg is the perfumer. He reached out to me and said, hey, I want to send you some stuff. And I said, bring it on. I'd love to smell your stuff. At least I think it was him. I don't think it was, it could have been someone who worked for it. I think he reached out to me directly. And from my understanding, he uses Real Oud in his creations, but I think he also does limited run things, you know? Kind of like Russian Atom in the sense that there is a limited amount. Like this one already shows discontinued. Well, it came out 10, 11 years ago, but it is discontinued. But yes, Real Oud is one. The other one, and this is Amber Bengali Oud, Jasmine, Musk, and Rose. So very woody type of oud, and with a little bit of funk going on. And then we had Santa Ana Sucre. Let's see, Santa Ana. This is one of his newer ones, 2024. Very complex note listing. Apple, apricot, bergamot, Egyptian bitter orange, mandarin aldehydes, Paraguayan petit grain, pear, Sicilian lemon, and spices, with Bulgarian rose, elemi resin, jasmine sambac, Persian rose, tuberose, ylang ylang, beeswax, cedar, chocolate, civet, castoreum, I'm guessing coconut is castoreum in the base. I'm guessing that's not coconut in the base. Hyraceum, Laotian oud, musk, pink pepper, and sandalwood. I mean, this looks like it's right up my alley as far as note listing goes, and the stuff I've been liking lately. So we will see how Santa Ana Sucre wears. This one you can still buy, from my understanding, from the website. And then there's two more in here, and it is... So one of them is Massoia Suede, which is the name I like. Massoia Suede is... it is not listed in Parfumo. So this may also be a new one, actually. This may also be a new one. Man, it's like the peppery smokiness of Oud Taiwan. It's almost like I could smell it while I was smelling the other fragrances even coming through in the background. It's almost like this barbecued, like the pepper has been like seared into the meat. It's interesting that word meaty he used, because it really is. It's almost like, it's not like you're smelling the meat, although sometimes maybe it is, but it's almost like you're smelling the pepper that's like barbecued into the meat, if that makes sense. It's very strange, but I like it. This one's called Butch Fougere. I do love a good Fougere. Butch Fougere came out last year, and again, I really like his note listings. Cardamom, clary sage, juniper berry, nutmeg, petitgrain, pine, Sicilian bergamot, and yuzu, with Bulgarian rose Otto. And the florals from the atomizers do smell very Otto-like you're getting a lot of real good flowers in there, not the stuff that you get in a lot of these kind of designers and niche line where they show all the flowers kind of around the bottle, but then if there's kind of testing done, you find a lot of times there's very little actual rose in there. Fig, frangipani. I think frangipani was the tropical flower I was thinking about. Not red champaca, or not champaca. Geranium, hay, lavender. I wouldn't be surprised there was frangipani in Oud Taiwan. Linden blossom, saffron, Thai oud, cedar, choya loban, choya ral, civet, fossilized amber, Fujian cypress, which is a cypress that I know Ensar loves using a lot, Irish ambergris, Java vetiver, labdanum, Laotian oud, musk oak moss, apopanax, patchouli, Peru balsam, Somalian frankincense, tobacco, tonka bean, and vanilla. Hell of a note listing. Thank you for these, David. I'm very excited to actually dive into your brand. Thank you, Russian Atom. Thank you, Andrea, for your generosity. Having the Eau de Parfum bottle is awesome. Maybe one day we'll even do a comparison video, just kind of mix it up a little bit. But these are very impressive. But the star of the show, of course, for me is Oud Taiwan. Anytime Russian Atom puts something out, I am always excited. And this has got me very excited. I still say there are little hints and pieces of Chéngmén. I've never, I said when I reviewed this, I've never smelled anything like this. There's definitely something very, Chinese medicine cabinet feeling about this, like walking through a Chinese market. And Oud Taiwan has a little bit of that there, but other than these two, I mean, I can't think of anything that smells like this. So if you are kind of one of those people that's like sick and tired of the status quo and you want something different than what you're normally getting, something like Oud Taiwan or Chéngmén are worth hunting down. Even though there's a very limited amount of both, I think it's worth hunting down. So anyways, that's my first impression on Oud Taiwan. Thank you for watching the unboxing. Thank you to everyone who sent me something. I am honored to have such great subscribers. I love doing this for you guys. I hope you can make the Liz Moore's interview, which is going to be August 10th at 11 o'clock a.m. Central Standard Time, which I think is 5 o'clock English time in England. So whether you're across the pond or on my side of the pond, I think everyone will be able to make it if possible. I tried to put it at a time that everyone would be kind of available and not too early or not too late. But so good stuff coming up on the channel, and we have 1,000 videos coming up, and we have 10,000 subscribers coming up. So some serious milestones. So again, thank you. It's an honor. Cheers, and I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.